How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to the next episode of the Nostalgia Quest series. And for today's episode, we are going to be continuing on the next part from where we left off last time. So last time I said that we needed to do a little bit of backtracking. And right now we are still in the process of backtracking. So the next part or the next quest that I can do, okay, after the, what do you call it? So we ended up on the prelude of the Fire War last episode, right? From what I remember, yeah, the Great Fire War prelude. The next one is supposed to be Well of the Waterlord's Tear, but since I've already done that, I will not go through that again. Then the next one, you're supposed to have Dragon Slayer class. Unfortunately, Dragon Slayer class has been revamped, so it's no longer in the same form, at least based off this document that I'm reading. So I think we'll skip through that. And then the next one we have Twilly versus Zorbek, which we have also done. I believe we've done that more than once on this channel already. And then the next one we have, this is what we're going to do right now, which is Mysterious Enemy Part 3, Wrath of Khanx. So you're supposed to go to the Guardian Tower over here, head right up to the teleporter, and click on click on Battle Khanx. Yeah, this is the one, okay. Warlick, so this is a very old look of Warlick. Okay, so this was what Warlick looked like when the game first came out. And this is a part of the game that has literally never been touched, never been updated ever since it came out. And you know, I quite like that there are, you know, these little bits and pieces of nostalgia scattered across the game that you can find that has never been touched ever since the game has been released. At last, I found the secret of the Entromorph. It is a creature of great power from another dimension that is trying to create a physical body for itself here on Lore. It calls itself Khanx, and when it becomes whole, it will wreak untold havoc. Do your best to survive Khanx's attacks one part at a time. I will, Great Wizard. Oh, by the way, I just want to point out that not a lot of people know this, but back in the day, I used to use this place for farming EXP. Yes, very long time ago, this place was fantastic for farming EXP, in my opinion. Nowadays, obviously, you have better choices, but yeah, back in the day, this was a great place to farm EXP, in my opinion. Like, you literally only have to kill like a few monsters and you get a ton of EXP from these monsters. On top of that, they don't have a lot of health, so I would say it's pretty easy to farm them. So yeah, I really do like that. I can't remember if it was the hands that gave you a ton of EXP, or was it the final one, which was the Khanx monster that gave you a bunch of EXP. I think it was the Khanx monster. Let's see if we can see it later on. Okay, so we'll do win over here. Let's do this. Oh, fire's not going to do a lot of damage. That's fine. So I believe this is our first introduction of Khanx. Okay, we know that he's from another world. A portal opened up and apparently he came to Lore or something like that. 4 Z tokens. Great fighting. Rest for a moment and then continue your battles. Okay, so yeah, this is based off the old healing. This reminds me of Dragon Fable's healing, whereby you have to heal your HP first and then afterwards you heal your MP, and it is healing at a very slow rate. Okay, you don't have your Twilly to insta heal you, you don't have, you know, all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, they did introduce Twilly very early on in the game, so I don't know why they didn't just, you know, smack a Twilly in here and have him insta heal us. Instead, let us wait for this super slow healing. Okay, but I think it's enough. We can just continue, so let's bring it on. See what we have now. Entromorph. Terrifying being of immeasurable power, all-encompassing knowledge, unknown origin, and unknowable intention. Yeah, I believe it was this one. This was the one that gave you a bunch of EXP, and he's not particularly difficult. 1142. I think you can go ahead and try and farm him at like, oh, by the way, is MRM also only 8 MRM, very easy, level 95 mob. You can get go ahead and farm this guy at very low levels. I don't know if this is still a good farming spot nowadays, but back in the day I used to come here a lot to farm, so yeah, I'm no stranger to this place. Great fighting. Are you brave enough to handle the final part of the challenge? Bring it on. Oh wait, or was it this guy? Oh wait, I think it was Khanx. God damn it. Yeah, it was Khanx. So the first iteration of Khanx. This was how he looks like. Okay, 4400 HP. Yeah, this one has a lot more HP for sure, and he's definitely a little bit difficult because of number one, how much HP he has, and number two, The fact that he hits with a few different elements, that makes him a little bit harder, but he's still pretty farmable at the lower levels. Definitely before he reached level 108. I think I was farming him at like level 70 or level 80 plus way back in the day. So yeah. Congratulations, you have successfully battled Khanx in this series of challenges. And that was it for our introduction of Khanx. Obviously, it's not the real Khanx. It's sort of like a, what do you call it, a simulation of Khanx or something like that. So yeah, very easily beatable and obviously looks nothing like the real one. Okay, so the next part, we have the Vampire Werewolf battles, parts 1, 2, and 3. And to access this, you have to go to Darkovia Forest. So let's head over there right now. Excuse me. Okay, so part 1 is here. Moglin trouble. The peaceful Moglins that live on the outskirts of Darkovia have been running away from something. They have called for help. Okay, so let's help the Moglins. Oh my god. Wow, wow, wow. Why does Twilly's color look so washed out? Wow, this really did transport me back to 2002. I don't know if it's because of the washed out colors of Twilly or something like that. Oh wait, it's not even Twilly. My bad. Wow, I thought it was Twilly. Okay, it's Chico. Okay, maybe it's just a different color scheme. My bad, my bad. Man, I straight away assumed that a red Moglin was Twilly. Wow. Yes, please. Oh my, I've been running for hours. Is there anyone who can help me? Thank you for stopping adventure. Praise the forest spirits. I need help. Lots of help. For weeks, Moglins have been disappearing. At first, we thought it was just a random Moglin napping spree, but now we know it is worse. You know what it is? Is something chasing you? You look like you've seen a gruzzle-backed ball weasel. Much worse, even worse than a noob-nuzzling drop gobbler. What do you know about creatures of the night? I know I like smashing them with large hammers and blowing them up with fireballs. Well, they sound like you're the adventurer for the job. Go into the Moglin forest and try to save as many of my friends as you can. Of course, let's go. Level 10. This should be a piece of cake. Death Echo. Ooh. I quite like the animation on that. Very simple but very nice. Creature of the night that feeds on blood. Vampire bats are sometimes more than they appear. Well, that wasn't bad at all. Just a little vampire bat. I slay those things in my sleep. What's your name, little mock lady? Oh, my head. I suddenly have a craving for food rich in iron. Thanks for saving me from that flappy, wappy, fangy, wangy. Okay, so it's Gem. You saved Gem. Thanks so much. Let's see who we can save next. Oh, Chico is all the way back here. I didn't even see him. Okay, nice. Next up, Vampire Bat. And now we have two Moglins. We have Chico and we have Gem. Okay, so let's do this one because there's more than one monster. Ho hum, count them two vampire bats. They are so easy they might as well be vampire tadpoles. Although I am starting to see a pattern here. Curly. Phew, that was close one. I always hated bats ever since I was a little moglet and one of them took a bath in my cereal. What in the world? Oh, so the baby version of Moglins are called Moglets. Interesting. Wow, I didn't know. I wasn't expecting to learn something new today. Nice. You saved Curly. Thanks so much. Let's see who we can save next. And of course, there's more. Vampire Warrior. Wow, that's a huge jump from level 10 to level 50. So, don't go in there expecting you can beat the quest at level 10, I guess. Or does this guy scale? Maybe he scales. I don't know. Wow, but that is a pretty big jump. Level 10 to level 50. That was not another vampire bat. That was an actual vampire. Different than other vampires I saw before. I feel kind of sick. Those vampires must be really hungry. You saved Mariga. Thanks so much. Let's see who we can save next. Come on, did you bring the whole village in here or what? Are you kidding me? How many Moglins are there? It looks like he brought his entire village in here or something like that. Let's go, come on. That was another vampire. I'm beginning to think something else is going on here. Do you know what's going on, little guy? Google? What? This guy is called Google? I feel even sicker than the last Moglin you saved. I think the vampires are starting to feed the last Moglins more often than normal for some reason. You saved Google. Thanks so much. Let's see who we can save next. Huh, interesting name. Did they get a copyright strike for that? I don't know. Google, huh? Okay, that's not... Oh, he can heal. Okay, we'll do Destruction Burst. 52 HP left. Patch do the job. Okay, done. How many have we saved already? I can't remember. Oh man, there was a lot of vampires. Okay, I'm not sure I want to know about what's going on anymore. Stinky. I feel almost undead. I hope those vampires just start farming us so we don't have to run from them anymore. That's not funny, Stinky. No, indeed, it is not. Farm Moglins will surely not be as flavorful as wild Moglins. Whoa, scary voice. Uh-oh. Owie. Be careful what you wish for, Stinky. Wow, that guy came out of nowhere. Too bad for your little friend, huh? Ah, not the straw, not the straw. Well, that can't be good. Anybody else thirsty? Hi again, guys. Whoa, Stinky, what's up with that big straw sticking in your head? Okay. Oh, God. This is disturbing. Very, very disturbing. Huh. So you stuck a straw in his head to drink his blood from his brain? Is that what it is? Jeez, man. Wow, this is really disturbing for a kid's game in 2002 if you think about it. You can run Moglins, but you cannot hide. Truckers or Trackers, I don't know how you pronounce his name. You're a vampire too? Now tell me just why are you going after these poor little creatures? They are peaceful and mean no one any harm. It's all your fault, human. For centuries, you are our main food source, but lately you have given us trouble. You have gotten very good at hunting monsters. So now we have chosen Moglins to satisfy our never-ending thirst, and they are good. Compared to humans, they have more taste and are less filling. Thanks for the compliment. Now after I chuck the rest of this Moglin, I will deal with you. Meh, more ha ha ha. Oh snap, what was that? Whatever it was something tough enough to just snatch that big guy away. Can somebody pull this thing out of my noggin? To be continued. Okay, yikes. That is very, very disturbing. A straw sticking out of his head. Not sure if I want to see it being pulled out. Oh my god. Lycans. The Moglins of Darkovia haven't just been running from vampires. There's also another sinister race chasing them. Of course, after the vampires, we have the Lycans, aka the werewolves. Okay, let me get this straight. Vampires are now using Moglins for food because us humans have been giving them too much trouble lately. That's right, those ugly beasties won't leave us alone to peacefully frolic in the forest, but that big vampire lot we just saw was snatched away by a huge furry hand. I'm just happy you guys put that straw out of my head. So, who's with me? Seriously, who has to go with me to track those creatures down? I promise not to let evil creatures of the night stick straws in anyone else's head. Fine, we'll go with you, but remember, if anything tries to eat us, we have the right to run away. Well, okay, that goes for me too, but I'm a brave adventurer who never runs away, hardly ever. Ahem. Now, onward we go, toward the grim forest Darkovia. Stinky, you might want to let the well-armed adventurer go first. The sun will be down soon. Should we maybe set up camp now? Anyone have some marshmallows to roast over an open fire? What? Are Moglins vegan or something? What's a marshmallow? Oh wait, marshmallows, technically they don't have animal products in them too, right? Do they? I don't know, guys. Are marshmallows considered vegan? Let me know down in the comments below. Oh, come on. We don't need to camp. We are tough. We can keep going. I'm making you all honorary adventurers. Yeah, awesome. Do I get to wear armor too? Okay, the spacing on this dialogue is a little weird. Stinky, shut up. Let's cut the chatter and keep going. We can move faster in daylight. It's not daylight anymore, adventure, so I guess we move slower now, huh? Well, you guys can move faster if you want to, but that will make you bait. Hey everybody, look at the nice full moon. It's so bright and pretty. How? Wow, that's kind of bad, that full moon, and now that loud howling. And we are at the edge of Darkovia Forest. Anyone scared? No, not me. No way, that was nothing. Who, me? Scared, ha. Great, me neither, I was just checking. God, that's a lot of bones. Good guess, Sherlock, that is one big pile of bones. Stinky, do your thing. Sniff, sniff. Those are fresh bones, Chico, they really stink. When someone named Stinky tells you something stinks, you better believe him. Whoa, nice doggy. Okay, werewolf warrior. Ooh, werewolves are now level 50. So right off the bat, we get level 50 werewolves. Okay, level 50 vampires as well. But it's shown that the werewolves can attack the vampires. Are they already hinting that werewolves are slightly stronger than vampires? I don't know, man. I thought they were like more equal. Or maybe it's just because a larger werewolf got a hold of that more junior vampire just now. Hey, that was a werewolf, but different than any other werewolves I've ever seen. He was wearing armor and used the sword. What's up with that? If you want to give up and go back home, I wouldn't blame you. So, it's really okay if you want to do that now. Really, that's fine with us. Actually, you don't want to just go back home and get a good night's rest, perhaps, maybe a sandwich. I might actually consider turning around if I wasn't completely and totally lost. Did I just say that aloud? Hey everybody, I wonder why all those trees were cut down. How? Again? Oh no, not again. Yes, again, of course. 736 health. Okay, this should be easy. Now, that is what I call fun. I'm starting to enjoy myself. Let's see. Werewolves and vampires wearing armor, using weapons to attack. This is very unusual for both sub-races. The werewolves are probably the ones who cleared this part of Darkovia forest. Maybe their lair is nearby? Are you sure you know what you're doing, adventurer? Haha, of course I'm sure. You do want to see if there's a way to stop the vampires from feeding on Moglins, don't you? Anyway, when was the last time I let you into danger? Well, never mind that last question. Besides, I doubt we'll find an actual werewolf lair. No one's seen one of those for years. Okay, so we found an actual werewolf lair. So what? There's nothing I can't handle. Did anyone else see that big eyeball move? Ah. Fun. Okay, these guys have very weird names. Snort. Ah, yes, Moglins. Is this a piece offering from the soft-skinned humans? How tasty they will be. Adventurer, are you going to maybe do anything? Like maybe attack him or something? Alright, Moglins, no time to lose. Attack. What? Tasty little Moglins. Yummy, Moglins are so delicious. They are truly the fruit of the forest. You can make them so many ways. Fried Moglin, peppercorn Moglin, Moglin stew, Moglin sandwiches, curried Moglin. Wow, now he's making me hungry for some Moglins. Okay, now it's your turn. Bring it on, Furball. Oh. Okay, I stand corrected. I guess vampires and werewolves are sort of equal. Now that was interesting. That guy was huge and had batty wings. I think there's more going on here than it seemed at first. Now to wake up all these silly Moglins. To be continued. Again. Part 3. War of the Fangs. Where vampires and werewolves seem to both be after Moglins. But why? And what could this all mean? Probably because they are just hungry. Seek out danger. Okay, let's see what we have here. Phew, thanks for getting us away from that werewolf lair. Don't thank me, I don't know how far we would have gotten if that gigantic vampire creature hadn't grabbed that alpha werewolf. Now we're deeper into Darkovia forest than I've ever heard of before, but any direction is safer to go in than back towards those lichens. I hate to sound like a total idiot, but chuckle. What exactly is a lichen? Lichen is the same as a lycanthrope, a human that was bitten by a werewolf, so they become a werewolf, which we call a lichen for short. How about we just stick with one name for one thing, okay? Well, us humans like to have different ways to say the same thing. It helps us communicate more clearly. Whispers, you mean it helps you tell better lies. Ooh. He's not wrong, okay? Chuckle. Hey, why are you all laughing so much? We are in the middle of Darkovia. This is not a laughing matter. Come to me. And that's Saphira, the vampire queen. Hey, wait, you're falling for a trap. Chico, tell them to stop. Chico, no, not you too. Oh, of course. But she's so pretty. Of course, get mesmerized by the vampire queen. Why not, right? She's so obviously a vampire queen who is just reeling you in so she can have her minions stick straws in your heads. See, I told you it was just a trap. What just happened? A rather nicely dressed vampire queen just lured you to her. You probably don't remember because you were under her spell. Lucky for me, I'm not so gullible. So, all of the Moglins are Sims, okay? I don't blame them. Saphira looks pretty good, so I don't blame them. Then who just tossed that stump at us? Vampires are known for tossing stumps around. Huff, girl. Get out of my way. I didn't just escape Saphira's icy grip, so I could see you again. That's not who I think it is it? You better get behind me, Chico. This is gonna get ugly. Of course. Werebeast. Oh, now we have a level 91. Oh, okay. Powerful werewolf that leads his own pack. Werebeasts can take far more punishment than other werewolf creatures thanks to their powerful endurance and regeneration. Oh, yes, of course. But you can't regenerate if you're dead in one hit. Okay, now that Spike there has passed his obedience training, I think you better wake up your friends. I want to find out where this vampire queen is hiding out. You're just joking about that, right? Right? Oh my god. Wow. First artwork of her castle. Wow, this looks like it was doodle like a 5-year-old drew this or something like that. Okay, maybe not a 5-year-old, maybe like a 12-year-old or something. Reminds me of the type of stuff I would draw when I was young. Fun fact, guys, I am not an artistic person at all, but I used to really enjoy drawing as I was younger. I really enjoyed drawing castles. Yeah, that thing I really like. Even till today, I really like the design and the architecture of, those olden castles and whatnot. Fantasy castles, medieval castles. Yeah, I really like them. So it wasn't joking. I can live with that. I might not live very long though. Oh, another pretty moon. Oh god. Stinky, that's the same one. And before you ask, no, it hasn't been following us around. Yeah, right. I knew that. Look at the pretty castle. Stinky is a vampire castle. Vampires inside. It's not pretty. Can I also call vampires vampire tropes? Wow, all the lights went out. Does anybody else think that might mean someone knows we are here? Or it could just be their bedtime. I don't know. But in Darkovia Forest, is it always bedtime? Greetings to you, human. Welcome to my home. I'm Saphira, queen of all vampires. I believe you, but I'm not here for small talk. I want to know why the vampires and werewolves are starting to go after these poor little Moglins. At first, we began collecting them as an easier food source than humans. But then the werewolf king and his flea-ridden followers got the same idea. For years, our two races have kept to ourselves, but now we have been drawn into each other's territories. Just yesterday, Trackers, one of my first sons, was taken by the wolves. And so tonight it has begun. Tonight, I, Queen Saphira, declare war. Really? Do you think maybe you should give diplomacy a try? Maybe talk with this werewolf king guy over some tea? Tea? I don't drink tea. Now, I hope you don't mind if I depart. I'll leave my friend here to keep you company. That's fine. I think we can do without his company, but... she's already gone, isn't she? Okay, so let's kill this guy. Alright, nice. I think it's okay if we turn back now. Took you long enough to figure that out. And the war begins. Alright. Okay, so the next quest I have here is a high bee hive raid. So for some very weird reason, okay, you can only access this quest by finding a high bee scout in a random encounter or random adventure. I am not going to bother searching for it. In fact, I don't ever think I've seen a high bee scout in my entire life of playing before. Maybe I did once or twice, but yeah, I really don't see them that often, and I'm most definitely not hunting for one just to do this quest. This is a very small and short side quest, so there's no point in doing it. You can also get the high bee spear once you complete the quest. Highest level version. Oh, there's two versions of it according to the forums here. So there's a level 15 version and a level 60 version. Don't think it's worth at all, so I'm just going to skip through that even though it's available. Alright, next up we have the Vampire Castle and Werewolf Den quest. They are no longer in the same form, so... why can't I access them? What am I? Oh, I am a Neko. Is that why I can't access them? Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah. Okay, so next up we will do the secret werepire hideout. They say that this area is where Wolfwing the werepire can be found. Do you dare seek him out to discover the secrets to combining the powers of both vampires and lycanthropes? Hold on, let me take a look at the vampire castle first, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay, so there's not much dialogue actually, so I am not going to bother doing the quest. In fact, I don't really think there's any dialogue at all. Yeah, and it's not even in the same form anymore according to the list, so I don't think it's worth doing it. So we'll just skip right to the werepire hideout quest here, okay? They say that this area is where Wolfing the werepire can be found. Do you dare seek him out to discover the secrets to combining the powers of both vampires and lycans? Of course. Why else would we come to Darkovia Forest, right? It looks like we found a secret of Western Darkovia. It looks pretty murdery inside there. So I think I'll just be leaving now. Now come on, Chico. I thought you were a brave little Moglin. You've come with me this far. Why not keep going all the way? Oh, Chico may be brave, but he's also fast. Wolfwing, who would be so foolish to wander outside my keep? And this is the newly updated Wolfwing artwork. Very, very nice, by the way. I really like this artwork of Wolfwing. I'm Korriban, and I've heard of a secret power that dwells here. Are you the master of this castle? Indeed, I am master of the night, lord of twilight, guardian of the blood moon. I am Wolfwing, master of all vampires. Okay, you have my attention. You are brave enough to find me, so I will offer you a choice. If you are already at least a level 5 vampire and werewolf, I can give you a greater gift. I can make you a vampire, becoming both vampire and werewolf, but you will not be welcomed by either side. Shunned as an outcast and abomination. Hold on, let me take a look first. Is there any other dialogue? I don't really want to switch out of being a Neko yet. Okay, so there's not much dialogue after this, so I guess we just run. Yeah, this is just a choice, whether you want to become a vampire, whether you want to become a werewolf, whether you want to become a vampire. So this is where you choose. There's not much dialogue or lore behind here. Okay, so they didn't really introduce Wolfwing that much, other than he is a vampire. So yeah, the next one is the Cure. Okay, so for the Cure, I believe we've done that multiple times on this channel as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip through that too. Next one, Dracomancer Saga. Okay, all these are via text only. Dracomancer Saga Part 3. Travel map, Dragon Spine Mountains. An Uneasy Peace. Did we already do this before? Hold on, let me go ahead and double check. Dracomancer, I believe we finished all of these, right? Yeah, okay, we finished that as well. So it's kind of weird how they jump from the Darkovia saga and now we have the Dracomancer saga. Okay, so we already finished the entire storyline of that, so we can skip through that. Next up we have the Night class, but that is the old Night class storyline. So the Night class has been revamped. So yeah, it's going to be a bit different, and we've already played through the Night class multiple times as well on this channel, so I'm just going to skip that as well. Next one, Khanx Saga, attack on the Draco domed city. Let's see, where is this? Yeah, so now it's really jumping all over the place, and now we are back to Khanx again. Okay. You know what? All the Orients. Okay, let's finish this first, okay? Valerin's room. Valerin's room. Click on the time scroll lying on the extreme left of the table. This one? As you open the scroll, you feel your head begin to spin. Suddenly, strange lights appear before you and you are transported backwards through time. Attack on Draco Dome City. The Draco hid inside massive dome cities long ago to escape a great destructive force. Now some Draco have left their cities to search for something that could help them stop their old enemy if it returns. The Draco War Party activated a strange clock in Stone Rule. You need to find out just what that means. Alright, let's go to battle. So yeah, the old quests were really all over the place. You had Khanx, you had Darkovia, you had Dracomancer, and then you had this. Why is it structured in this way? Come on, man. Oh, man. Like, it is so confusing, even for an old player like me. Can you imagine new players coming to this? Please, AQ staff, if you're listening, we really need a timeline of some sort inside of the game. Give us a chronological sequence of events. Tie up the loose ends for your perma-rare stuff, you know. That will make the story much more enjoyable. Like, I really feel they could take a leaf out of Dragon Fable's book with regards to what to do, and I think the game will be so much more better. Right now, the main draw of AQ for me is really the combat system. Like, you get so many choices on what you can be, what you can do inside of the game. Compared to Dragon Fable, like, it's very limited to your class and, you know, with regards to what you can do. But for Adventure Quest, you don't have that limitation. You can have up to 8 different armors, 8 different sets of equipment. There are some equipment that compresses armors inside them. So many more different builds compared to Dragon Fable. So yeah, for AQ, the main draw is really the gameplay, but the story they really are quite lacking compared to Dragon Fable, at least in terms of chronology. Okay, so I think if they were to make a timeline of it, or like, you know, make the story easier to follow, I don't think AQ will lose out to Dragon Fable in terms of story. It's just that right now, yeah, it's not in a good place. But once they get that sorted out, I do think that AQ has a lot of potential in terms of its story to even surpass Dragon Fable, because I think there's more lore inside of AQ than there is for Dragon Fable, and I do find the lore for AQ quite interesting with regards to the Devourer saga or the Darkovia saga and all that. I do find those quite interesting. Correct. Half. Thank the creator, I managed to escape those meddling humans at last. Now I must regroup with my special Draco War Council and figure out our next move. Guys, one of the humans' ghastly pets. Meat. Please spare me. Meat. Oh my god, this is a joke. Truffle, come over here before this ugly guy's bad breath makes you faint. Meet me. God, I'm trapped. I beg you, please spare my worthless existence. I promise to never again lay waste to one of your hairless ape villagers. Really, I do. Sure, I only believe you when you don't say anything correct. You have some questions to answer. Okay, anything except for top secrets. I don't think so. Here's how this is going to work. We ask, you answer. You don't answer, you get thrown into the pit without that big flamethrower on your arm. Can I have a day to think about it? I suppose so. You can spend it in the pit. Never mind, you were saying? Question 1. Why do you raid Stone Rule in the first place? My special Draco War Council thought that we might find a valuable clue to our past there, since Stone Rule is so ancient. You can't fool us. We know that your past is no history to your kind. It is the rest of us that you keep it hidden from. Bah, you're right, but it is for the better. Some things are better left shrouded in mystery. Okay then, tell us why you had all those Azru stones with you, and just what is that giant clock-like structure that blew up out of the ground? Our magic scientists discovered the Azru stones a few cycles ago. They have a mystical property that we don't quite understand fully, but then their magnetic poles were found to point to Stone Rule. Something there must have a deep geologic link to the stones, but we found nothing when we ransacked the place. Ah yes, that was very nice of you to do, Craig. There is no place for diplomacy when it comes to protecting our species. My faction of Draco Society believes in doing whatever is needed to preserve our future. Okay, so then what is that clock-like monolith that appeared out of the ground? You have no idea. My best guess is that the Azru stone somehow caused it to appear. Our Draco seers have said a prophet of some kind will appear in Stone Rule, so there is more to come. Perhaps something dangerous lies in wait. Either way, the best thing for you to do is to keep watch on the Stone Rule monolith. Can I leave now? I don't know. I think we should let him go. Galanov, what do you think? Mummy? Okay, so he got thrown into the pit after all. Commander Craig has been imprisoned, but the real effects of the war-crazed Cyber Draco's actions are even more devastating than anyone could imagine at the time. For the Draco unwittingly awoke the most terrifying monster ever to walk the world of law. But there is another story. Okay, so what monster is he referring to? Is he referring to Khanx or the Devourer? Huh. Or maybe it's something else altogether. Do you guys know? Let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, I guess that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I guess this is a good time to stop. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.